Hello there. I am Uncommon, and I am uncommonly happy to see you today. Welcome to the All-Invitational Season 15 Grand Finals. You've been waiting for it. We've been building up to this moment here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's money on the line. There's prestige on the line. This is the premier all-inspiration tournament. We're going to watch two absolute titans of all-inspiration StarCraft history battle it out today. It's going to be WhiteNinja and BunnyWillis in a best of 7. But let me talk about what makes all of this possible. We have been partnered with Matcherino. And if you type in, I'm going to do it for you right now. I'm going to do it. Matcherino. If you go to that link and you add in that code, if you haven't done it already, do it now, because our partnership with Matcherino gives us 50 cents for every person that puts in that code. I'm not sure how many codes are left. We really would love to use them all. Last time I checked, there were like 15 to 20 several days ago, and I've been trying to spread this code like a really aggressive... you know what? I'm going to take that joke. We're going to skip past it. Cancer. like a Brad, like a Grimly. It's spreading. It's a joke. I love you, Brad. You're a fantastic human being. But $120 right now is the total prize pool. It was $118 earlier today. Payouts right now are $72 for first place, $36 for second place. The third place match we watched last week is now up to $12. Awesome. Thank you, all those watching. Thank you, Shazampu, for putting all the hard work to get us sponsored. Now, do you know who else loves to sponsor esports? And this was something that I didn't know, and I want to take a few moments to speak on. But as it turns out, not only do we have pizza tied to StarCraft, but now we have burgers tied to StarCraft. Bubba Burger has been sponsoring StarCraft and general esports tournaments in partnership with Matcherino very heavily. Pre-packaged Bubba Burger is now in the StarCraft esports business. So I want to take a moment, guide you in their direction too. Bubba Burger is the #1 branded frozen burger in the United States. Try all 8 of their burger varieties as well as their other great additions. Now, when I saw 8 burger varieties, I went to their website. We have burgers, we have turkey burgers, we have sweet onion burgers, jalapeno burgers, sliders, Angus, vegetarian burgers, whatever you want for a burger, Bubba Burger's got it. And we can totally, if you're hungry, there we go. We have a command right there now in chat too. Go ahead and check those out. I want to support everybody that supports esports, so I'm buying Bubba Burgers, I'm buying Mountain Dew, I'm buying pizza. Guys, get out there and show the sponsors that we love them and we thank them for their support. That being said, I know why you're here, and it's not just for me to make you incredibly hungry by talking about all this fantastic food. We're going to get right in to game number 1. This one's going to take place on Kairos Junction LE. I'll see you in the game. Un momento. We're almost there. We can get my music going back again. We need to get the replay going back again. Default to WCS. There we go. Let's go and quit that replay. We'll load right back in. We're going to be right in, guys. I promise you. Any second now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in game. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top left-hand corner, the pink Protoss, it is WhiteNinja. His opponent in the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Terran, it is BunnyWillis! And this is the All-Invitational Season 15 Grand Finals. All right, as things kick off, we have a proxy barracks coming down in the top left-hand side at WhiteNinja's third base location. It is rallied right up to his base, and what we have is a probe going across the map. He's scouting. He says something's up and something's missing. WhiteNinja has an idea of what's going on. He's looking around for extra buildings. He's looking to find something hitting. He's hoping it's just slightly mislocated. Maybe BunnyWillis forgot where barracks goes, but he didn't. Because as it was taught to us by the great Maru, barracks don't go in your base. They go at your opponent's base, and he's going Reapers. And he's going right into a bunker. Now the vision of this bunker, if I push in all my buttons properly, which I never do, it is not in vision. Oh well, we're gonna go right back to normal vision. I'm gonna put like giant stickies, but we do have a bunker coming down, and it has not been pulled. No probes have been pulled here. This bunker is going to finish. The threat has not been canceled. There's no way he doesn't see this. The bunker's in position. The Reapers are going up now. At a minimum, that natural base is going to have a hard time getting up and running. BunnyWillis here with the Reaper in the main base, starting to put some damage down on the probes. He gets one low. The Reaper looks like it's taking a couple of hits. Probes have been pulled to try to deal with this problem. This Reaper, he cannot lose this Reaper. He's got to keep the momentum going. Now behind this, there's a factory on the way down at BunnyWillis' base. This is not an all-in. This is a single Reaper. And a Marine. Actually, excuse me, a Marine follow-up. So the Reaper was a scout. The Marines now are starting to flood into the bunker. They're going to put a lot of pressure down. We have a SCV here. He can repair. He can pop in and out. This Stalker is the first unit. He's waiting to find some moments to poke and get some damage done. Looks like he timed it. He's trying to snag some units. He's going to get that SCV. That SCV is going to fall, and his ability to continue to repair that bunker goes away. We did lose a probe there, as BunnyWillis continues to put down all the power, all the pressure right on this Nexus. Two Stalkers here. He's trying to get the right amount of Stalkers. Now, what is the right amount of Stalkers to deal with this problem? It's not two. WhiteNinja, he does not think he has enough at the moment. He's sitting at the bottom of the ramp, hoping to build this up. Back home, we have some Cyclones being pumped out. Some Cyclone upgrades coming down. That expansion is being built. BunnyWillis is continuing to tech up out of this. This is just a small commitment of Marines. The fourth one trying to make it to the bunker. We no longer have the SCV for repairs. The bunker is on fire. It is going to go down. It will burn down slowly. 20 health left. It is still putting pressure down on the Nexus. These Marines now not wanting to find the end of their lifespan. Going to have to retreat or come back in and try to catch that Stalker. Looks like he wants to catch the Stalker before the Marines fall. See, now we have the Cyclone. The Cyclone is locked in. The barracks is given vision. With that lock and that barracks and vision, the Cyclone can do a lot of damage. It can shoot farther than it can see. This barracks gives, this very tanky barrack is going to give him a lot of capability to deal damage to the Cyclone. But it's a shame his Marines still aren't on the field. However, BunnyWillis is dominating the control. He's dictating the pace. Now that Cyclone here, having to pull back. This is the 1 health left in that Stalker, 80 shields. It was able to shield up. He gets the lock on. That barracks is on fire. And absolutely, WhiteNinja's doing a fantastic job of holding this. Another Cyclone comes in. Looks like the Oracle's going to come in and sneeze on the Cyclone, finish it off. Excellent. Absolutely fantastic micro here from WhiteNinja. If you take a look at the supply count, WhiteNinja is significantly ahead. This aggression cost BunnyWillis quite a lot. It slowed down the macro. He lost a lot of units. And taking a look at these really low health Stalkers, that's value. When you see a Stalker, 1 health remaining. When you see a Stalker over here with 23 health remaining, that's value. All the rest of those Stalkers alive. So much firepower now. It is 18 Army Split 11, and BunnyWillis still playing Cyclone games. He's getting down here. He gets the lock in. He's got to run away. He doesn't have the vision on the high ground, and the Oracle's going to push that away, moving to the other side of the map. All right, taking a quick look at what's going on BunnyWillis' side of the map. We have several barracks, 3 barracks on the way, where he's going into Banshee. He's got a Viking. He's making tanks. Actually, these oracles are countered a little hard by the cyclones. They do get the lock on, and 2 SCVs end up going down for their trouble. Now, each one of these SCVs is incredibly valuable. We're dealing with 32 workers to 41. BunnyWillis having to pull back from his aggression. He's going to have to sit at home, play a little defensively for a while, as he techs back up to something that was going to allow him to move out. Now, the great things about cyclones is they ignore everything I just said, and they can move out and try to get some damage done. They're mobile. You know, they're dangerous as long as he's got vision or scans. He can try to shave off parts of, you know, WhiteNinja's army, so when it walks across the map, it's going to be a little less effective. Taking a look at what WhiteNinja's pulling down, he's building up a number of stalkers. We have Phoenix. It looks like one Stargate, Phoenix on the way, building up a number of them. He's sitting them. Looks like he's going to gather them up. He can dominate the air battle, get some lift-offs on tanks. He can blink forward. He's setting up for... actually, great snipe there, but the Cyclones are going to get out. Tagging an Oracle, a very valuable unit. He is going to try to take on the Phoenix, but he's going to lose all his Cyclones for the one Phoenix. And almost all of them. This is a very bruised Cyclone here. Getting away now. Tech4 is in chat, says Tech4 won't... Shazam won't feed Tech4 unless we use all the codes. Please help. Tech4 is very hungry. That Banshee getting there. Getting 2 probe kills, being taken out by the Phoenix. WhiteNinja seemingly having all the answers here. That Cyclone getting lifted up before it can lock on. And this one Phoenix should be able to finish it off. There it goes. That is one more Cyclone off the field. And we have just a slow roll of just enough defense for every moment here from WhiteNinja. He's not overcommitted to any defense. He's slowly teching up his tree. He's got the forge going. He's building up back home. You know, BunnyWillis has got a couple tanks out. He's actually got full Marine production on the way now. Combat shields and STEM. Now with this double tech lab, we might see a bit of a Marauder switch later. They do great against these mechanical units, against these stalkers, especially once they get their upgrades going. And these tanks, and it got to be in the right locations when this engagement happens. We're getting a pull of a couple SCVs with this army, and it does look like they're going to move forward. Looks like he's going to catch these Phoenixes. That's a huge loss there. He wants that high ground vision. He wants to be able to blink in the right places. He does have it with the Observer, but he loses the ability to lift up tanks if he loses that. If he loses all his Phoenixes. Once those tanks get sieged in good positions, it's going to be very hard to engage. Doing some great Blink Stalker micro before blinking the rest of the army out of there. It does look like WhiteNinja's trying to take just the right engagement, shave off a little bit of that force, because once it gets set, once this force of BunnyWillis is set and sieged up, it's going to be very hard to take an optimal fight here without a commitment of either forces or spellcasters. Alright, these Stalkers coming forward, trying to get the tank blink out of the way of the Widow Mine and move up the ramp now. Tank sieging on the low ground. Marines stimming forward, trying to get into this fight. Medevacs a little farther behind. The tank's not in a position of support yet. They are slowly maneuvering up into position. We have Marines stimming across the map. Marines starting to go down in greater and greater number. This is a lot of Stalkers as long as they can find the right angle. He gets a lift up on that siege tank, exactly what he needs. A Colossus now on the board here, throwing down a fair amount of... let's say AoE damage as it focus fires the tanks. The giant Colossus joining in with the Stalkers. He's out of shields though. It's starting to go down. It is on 24 health. It's trying to retreat. Just a handful of Marines stem forward, get the kill. +1 weapons, +1 armor, and soon to be charge will be finishing for WhiteNinja. However, the army supply 51 to 18. BunnyWillis has a significant amount of power, in the middle of the map, moving across the screen. These siege tanks are holding down a fantastic location, even getting into greater and greater positions. He's cutting off the natural and the third base here. The scan there, going to see the movement of the Stalkers. Pulls the army back. There's a stem. The Colossus on the high ground now, able to shoot down. He can step back and forth, but he does not want to get caught out of position here. As that Colossus now out of shields, trying to find damage, but the tank's holding him back. Over here in the third base here, it is Marauders, it is Marines, it is Medevacs. They're going to get this third base. The probes have to be recalled out. And these tanks are going to hold a hard line. Coming out of this, the plans, it looks like WhiteNinja opting for more Colossuses in production. He's still working on his upgrades. Upgrades in the mill defense, is a bit is a bit risky. It can be something that pays off. He does have the 1-1 advantage at this time, but these siege tanks are just the absolute monsters of this push. More siege tanks coming in from across the middle of the map here. It does look like he's locking down positions and slowly moving himself forward. BunnyWillis is absolutely dominating. I don't know how WhiteNinja plans to come back from this. He gets his probes out of danger. He's got another Colossus on the way, but he's been unable to get, you know, more than one out at a time here. And this Colossus actually in the way of the Liberator zone. Liberator getting a handful of kills, several workers down. It actually is. WhiteNinja has a good collection of workers. He just doesn't have the bases to mine from. He's mining 38 and 8 up here in the main base. Several of those are absolutely doing nothing, trying to find mineral patches. His tanks are sieged up. The Liberators have the high ground locked down and the vision. This is just a matter of time as these tanks continue to put down damage, completely unthreatened. There is nothing up here that WhiteNinja has that can push down this ramp successfully. The upgrades are finishing. 2 Colossus with a couple shields. Blink forward, trying to get on the Liberators. The Colossus trying to use the ramp to their advantage. A lot of damage is going down. It's about as good of a fight as he could have taken. But the Liberators siege up again. There's a GG. WhiteNinja taps out. Ladies and gentlemen, GG. Thank you, Fizbin, for the raid. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to get to game number 2 here. This one's going to take place on Automation LE. We just watched, you know, BunnyWillis play hyper aggressively. He came back, he held the Stalker push, and then he moved across the map with absolutely fantastic siege positions, crawling forward, cutting off bases from support from each other, and did a really fantastic job of dominating that match. But with that being said, I'll see you in game. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning on the bottom left-hand side of the map of Automation LE, in the pink, the Protoss, it is WhiteNinja. His opponent, in the top right-hand side of the map, the Blue Terran, it is BunnyWillis. And this is the second match of the All-Invitational Season 15 Grand Finals. Okay. Taking a look around the map. We have a base inside of a base. A cheeky probe comes up. He says, I want to stop you from building that. It's a very frustrating thing to deal with as a Terran sometimes, as that probe can do enough damage to stop that building. You're going to have to pull an SCV. He's not just a harmless scouting probe anymore. He's going to get out, and he's going to get around and deal a little bit of damage. We have a fair amount of gas. I'll get right into that Reaper. BunnyWillis has a plan for it. Is it going to be a factory? Is it going to be a consistent Reaper? We are still playing those expansion games. Probes do a good job of forcing delays on the other side of the map. So much so that, you know, you do it or you're starting to fall behind. This is a best of 7. We're in here for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. Taking a quick look around. It does look like WhiteNinja, you know, he's comfortable enough. He says, I'm going to take the expansion. I can defend the push. I have to expand to keep up with the Terran. He is expanding on the low ground. Factory going down, immediately followed by a reactor in the barracks. So we see a good Hellion push come across the map. We should see a swap. Unless he really wants to just push out 2 Marines at a time and really get a collection of bio going. It's another possibility here is this Reaper gets in and he's looking around to see what kind of information and damage he can get done. Reaper is just going to not get away here. Excellent micro there by WhiteNinja. And this is kind of that back and forth. I had your Reaper. Now you have to deal with my Adapt. Coming around to the bottom, Probe is still checking. Was he checking or is he looking to plant? He's kind of looking at, I would say, popular proxy locations. So good probe here. The Adept moves forward across the map. Now it's his turn. He can get a significant amount of damage done if these gates are, if these supply depots don't lift in time. He's definitely going to want to come up here and get some harassment done. 2 Hellions are on the way. Looks like Stalkers and an Oracle on the other side of the map. That's Stargate finishing up here for WhiteNinja. The Hellions getting down on the field. Should take care of this step. Not before he get a couple of kills. Ooh, I say that. He gets away with 13 health. Excellent micro there by WhiteNinja. Getting 2 SCVs and getting off to the other side of the map. However, Hellions are fast. He needs to be shading as they are catching up. They are trying to finish what they started. And it looks like he's just going to warp ahead. But they're still on his tail. Is he going to make it? He shades as soon as he can. The Hellions trying to burn him down. And he is going to fall. The Stalker not able to save his friend. Puts a little bit of damage on the Hellion. Shield battery in place of the natural base. But this is 4 Hellions now. They can do a lot of roasting if these probes line up just right. He's going to get the pool. He's going to put a lot of damage down. 5. You can't. The shield battery does not stop that amount of flame damage. 8 probes going down. It does look like the Oracle and kind of the disbursement of these, the placement disbursement of these Hellions is going to prevent any more significant damage from being put down. We have a second Oracle out on the map now. Back home, the first Vikings coming out. Widow Mines are being put in strategic locations to stop the Oracles from getting significant amounts of damage. And what I really love so far about this game is it's just been a back and forth. BunnyWillis sends the Reaper across the map, tries to get some damage done. The Adept is the response. Now we have Oracles. We have Oracles on the map now. They can get some damage done. They did have to turn on a little bit. So their beams need a little bit of time to recharge, get some energy back. But we do have a drop coming in. These Widow Mines actually looking like they might get some significant connections. There's the pool. It's a shame. 8 more probes have gone down. The work count 27 to 35. As BunnyWillis getting so much done with those Widow Mines. The Oracle's being forced back home. The harassment's not happening on that side of the map. A probe dropping a pylon looking for reinforcement. But BunnyWillis out on the map and moving around. He's got Widow Mines in some key locations. Looks like he wants to prevent a third from being taken. He's going to plant it down here. This is also a pretty regular air path that comes in this direction. We're trying to skirt around parts of the map. 16 probes total. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that drop was fantastic. Between the drop and the harassment, BunnyWillis is on point. He's not working out just small leads, but devastating leads as the probe count now is a difference of 10. And this allows him to up his production. He's getting his fifth barracks going. He's pumping out Marines. He's got stim already done. He's working on his combat shields. But down here, we have a gateway. So it looks like WhiteNinja wants to be aggressive. He wants to have himself a fast warp point on this side of the map. He's pulling in the Oracle. He's pulling in the Stalkers. He's got Blink about to finish. He can blink up onto this high ground and get a straight line right to the SCVs. Now, a lot of the army, the defenses are up here. They're forward. Most of the army, however, is in position and could get a good catch if this is an unfortunate blink. The Oracles do get the tag, and it does look like this isn't going to be an immediate push. Stalkers blinking forward. They are going to get the Viking. That will keep the Oracles a little safe. The Oracles now getting in position, giving the high ground vision. Getting up there, Marine stem forward, trying to put some damage down. Widow Mine trying to go off just out of range. Gets a good hit, puts some damage down to some other Stalkers. The AoE splash. The SCVs have been pulled. The Stalkers are trying to work their way out of this. The pull looks like it was just enough to get the damage done they needed. And BunnyWillis is going to defend that. WhiteNinja taking a significant hit in army supply. He has to come back. He's lost all his Oracles, about half of his Stalkers, and he has another round of Warp Fences. He's hoping to come up. If he comes up the front door, there are still Widow Mines he's going to have to contend with. Now let's see how good his reflexes are as he moves forward. Widow Mines actually getting off some strong hits. Those getting really deep into those shields, but not as solid as I imagine BunnyWillis wants. He gets into the bunker. That's going to push him off again. Now we're going to a heavy Marauder push. Looks like he can produce 4 Marines and 3 Marauders at a time. That's going to slowly build up to a very scary army, especially with the upgrades. +1 already completed for BunnyWillis. This Oracle coming in. looking to get a tag, looking to get a location, a key in on the army. He gets it, but they're already in the face. Those Widowmines in a fantastic position. They're going to block off this warp in, and that's the end of the aggression here. WhiteNinja's going to have to retreat. He's going to have to regroup and come up with another strategy. Let's take an account of all the things going on. We still have Widowmines. I love it. Hidden throughout the bases. Hidden throughout the forward pass. Oh, wait. He went back again. He's trying to shave off some damage, but it looks like BunnyWillis is beating the aggressor. He's charging forward. A nicely, tightly controlled stem there. The Marauders forcing Stalkers to be shaved off, forcing them to slow down. As it does look like BunnyWillis is on a warpath. That is a lot of Widowmines. He can dictate the pace as long as he doesn't get stuck in too big of a stasis ward. It looks like he does scan it. He does see it. He stems forward. He's got it. He knows it's there. The observer's in position. The stem forward. Oh, okay. He already got it. He already got the stasis ward. That thing's not going to be an immediate threat. Now, these Widowmines lock down the battlefield much like the same way the tanks did before. Widowmine's getting some damage done. One more trying to lock on. Gets his missile off. A little bit of a split there, but all the army's been melted. WhiteNinja taps out. GG for BunnyWillis. Ladies and gentlemen, the brutality, the absolute brutality here today. BunnyWillis pulling ahead 2-0 in a best of 7. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm Uncommon, and I am uncommonly happy to see you. We're here today with the grand finals of the All-Invitational Season 15 between BunnyWillis and WhiteNinja. It is a best of 7, and we are moving on to game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in game. Ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom right-hand corner of King's Cove, the Pink Protoss It is WhiteNinja. His opponent, in the top left-hand corner, the Blue Terran, it is BunnyWillis. And you're watching game number 3 of the Grand Finals of Season 15 of the All-Invitational. We have a barracks that's not in the building. And you know what? It's not even across the map. These are some absolute fantastic mind games here. You know, WhiteNinja, he takes a look around and he says, this building is somewhere where it's not supposed to be. And what does he do? All right, so right now he's poking the refinery, trying to cause a little trouble there. But, you know, he's going to start scouting. He's going to want to find where this is. He's going to want to see what it's going to be. But a little bit of trickery, a little bit of information hiding, and oh man, you never know what's coming up your front door. First off, it's going to be a Reaper. But what's next? What happens after the Reaper, guys? What happens? I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm so excited. I am so stoked. I always love it, these little mind games. You know, maybe he just lists the barracks off and does a normal play. And now WhiteNinja is, you know, he's stalling a natural. Maybe he doesn't want to build it because it's under threat. Absolutely so many options here. And it does look like that's what's happening. WhiteNinja not expanding when he, you know, in the last couple games, he's been doing that fast expand. But the factory, that's all we have is a factory. We have a factory with the barracks coming over. He's going to be putting down a reactor. We're shifting right back into normal play. I love these mind games. Reaper now coming in. The expansion has to happen eventually. BunnyWillis coming with that first Reaper, putting some damage down. Stalker not there quite to answer it, but these probes are pulled, trying to get as much damage done as possible. That Reaper is going to get out, and it's very important to keep these Reapers alive. These early Reapers aren't here necessarily to do damage. It's nice if they get a kill, right? He has 1 kill to his name. That's pretty good, but he really is information. He wants to come up here. He wants to get up on the top shelf. He wants to scout. He wants to see what his opponent is doing. He really wants to see this Stargate. He gets up here. He reveals the Stargate. He sees it all. That's exactly what that Reaper is good for. He now understands the steps and the process, you know, going through WhiteNinja's mind. And with BunnyWillis and the way he's been playing these last couple of games, that's a dominating position to be in. He only needs to win 2 more games. If he takes this next game, that puts him in a fantastic position. It's very, very hard to come back when you're down 3 games in a best-of-7. It's not impossible, but up 3-0, this is exactly where he wants to position himself this game. We do have a couple Stalkers moving across the map here. Behind this, BunnyWillis has a Cyclone. He's expanded behind his natural. He's doing a couple Cyclones. Looks like he's getting a second Cyclone. This is going to be perfect for these Stalkers coming up. He is going to see him. He gets the lock on. That is not what WhiteNinja wants to see. He pulls one of the Stalkers' backs, protects the other, and we're kind of getting this dance now. The Cyclone hoping to finish off at least 1 Stalker for his trouble. He gets out of the range. He loses the vision in the lock-on. He gets the damage down. As the Cyclone now can pull away. He's got such range. As long as his vision, he gets 2 Stalkers. He trades for nothing. The Cyclone has 1 hit point, ladies and gentlemen. Some fantastic micro coming out of BunnyWillis here. He pulls it up. He gets that. He can get this thing repaired, and it'll be like it never happened. In fact, he knows. He's going right to the repair depot. He's getting those SCVs on it. All right. The nice soothing sounds of King's Cove. Taking a quick look what's going around. We have Phoenix. 3 Phoenixes starting to build up. He can control a lot of map with these Phoenix. He tried to do this first game, right? It looks like WhiteNinja really wants to play a Phoenix Blink style. You use the Phoenixes to lift up, you know, the tanks. You use them to lift up those very dangerous units that cause a lot more trouble. You get a lot of value right out of their power. These tanks, these Cyclones. And then you control the battle. You dictate the pace. You blink onto something. You do a much more significant amount of damage. But it does look like BunnyWillis is moving forward. He's going to get into some positional. He's going to want to lock down some positions. He's got 1 tank to do it. These Phoenixes unfortunately getting caught by Cyclones, trying to get a little bit of damage done on the Vikings, but those Cyclones going to push him away. They lose their lock, and those are some heavily bruised Phoenixes. Are going to come over to the shield battery. He's going to get filled up. It's like the gas station. Hey, guys. Right here, BunnyWillis should be locking down part of this ramp here with the siege tank. A little, I will say, a little out of position. He hasn't sieged it up yet. He's taking the engage here. Marines are coming forward. SCVs actually that were with this army were targeted down first. The siege tank is finally sieged up, but it does go down. The Cyclone's melting away. They're doing a pretty good job of holding this back, but there's still a lot of Marines on here. Dishing out a significant amount of damage. They're going to hold down the low ground. It does look like the shield battery completely spent there is what made a lot of that fight go as smoothly as it did. 2 more shield batteries, actually, if he can get to him on the other side of this Nexus, will go a long way towards helping him take this engagement. But there we are again. BunnyWillis has locked it down. He's finally got his siege tank in a good position that is not only going to force a better fight for BunnyWillis, but it also forces WhiteNinja to react. He's got to get close enough. You see, he's just now within range of the shield batteries. He's trying to get as much damage done as he can, utilizing the shield health here from the batteries. He gets on top of the tank, and he secures his position. Too good. That excellent hold there from WhiteNinja. It is, you can see now, full retreat. The units are rallying forward, being pulled back one at a time. BunnyWillis has got to come at this again once he's managed to tech up a bit. Now, he's still on 2 bases. He is not... There we go. Wait, I'm looking right at the command center. Looking to expand to a 3rd base soon. 2 double engineering base behind that. So this was kind of mid-push. He starts slowing down these buildings, getting ready for the next tech step. Getting some medevacs now to support this. We start getting medevacs, Marines, and tanks into these positions. A couple Marauders looks like they're going to be added instead. Still adding. This becomes a much scarier push than the one we just saw. So, next time BunnyWillis is at the front door, he's a scarier person. Taking a quick look at WhiteNinja, what does he need to do to make this a better fight? And to him, according to WhiteNinja, it's going to be Thermal Lance. It's going to be Colossus. It's going to be more Phoenixes on the battlefield. Now, he lost a significant number of Phoenixes. Let's do the unit tab real quick. He only has 2. Now, he had 4 or 5 when that fight first kicked off. The Marines do a significant amount of damage shooting up. The Phoenixes don't handle Marines in good numbers. And he's poking around here. He's hitting that ramp. He's taking a look at trying to get a count of the army. He's got a good idea now, the composition of BunnyWillis. And what is he going to do to power this up? 97 supply to 76. It is absolutely WhiteNinja's game to win. He still has the opportunities, but he's got to find the right fights. He's got to find the right composition. He's got to get that Colossus. He's got to get probably about 3 Colossus on the board to really get some good, sustainable AoE into these Marines, into these Widow Mines. He's got to protect them in the back line. He's got to have shield batteries to take the right engagement. And he's going to take this in his home turf. BunnyWillis has been on the other side of the map for most of these games, and it doesn't look like any of this is going to change right now, except there will be 3 Colossus on the board. Concussor cells finishing up in about 10 seconds here. That'll go a long way in restricting the movement of his opponent. We do have a bit of a pickup. Looks like we have a handful of Widow Mines. He wants to take all these Widow Mines. He wants to drop them into the front door. It looks like he's... no. He's going to jump right into this. Widow Mine's coming behind. Trying to burrow behind. They get 2 pickups by the Phoenix. He's really quick on top of that. These Colossus putting out a lot of damage, and BunnyWillis forced to retreat here. Colossus with shield batteries apparently are the answer. You do not want to walk up that ramp. He really tried to walk up that ramp with 3 Colossus and a handful of Stalkers supported by 2 shield batteries. It was an excellent attempt to get those Widow Mines back, but WhiteNinja with the absolute right unit composition to deal with that in the right positions. BunnyWillis has to pull back and regroup. Taking a quick look at what WhiteNinja has coming. He's still pumping out more Colossus, so we're going to have a 4th Colossus on the board. Both of these, 2 of these are full health, full shields. One of them is a little bruised. He's full shields again, though. Now, these shield batteries are only going to regenerate their shields, making an excursion up that ramp difficult yet again. He's working on his upgrades. He's a little behind. He's just got +1 going. While his second forge just about to finish up. And it looks like, WhiteNinja's going to be the one. He's going to stay back. He's going to power up. He's going to continue to tech up until he's got a more comfortable composition. Right? He's working on +1/+1. His opponent's got that +2/+2 in the hold. It's growing. It's getting stronger. The advantage here, the upgrade advantage, will serve BunnyWillis well for a time. But when you start throwing in a growing number of Colossus or AoE pieces of AoE damage, this is going to be a harder and harder fight. I almost feel like BunnyWillis has got to find an angle and take an effective fight, get some good harassment going. But instead, we're going to see this fight on his side of the map for the first time as the army of WhiteNinja marches across the map. A little bit of a split here. They should converge again right before the push in. Handful of Phoenixes. Stalkers coming in, getting under those Vikings. The Vikings getting a lot of damage on those Phoenixes. Tank sieged up on the high ground here. Actually does a pretty good job of denying any kind of blink push. We have Missile Turret over here will handle... funny enough, Missile Turrets hit the Colossus, right? It hits air units, but half the Colossus is in the air, half the Colossus is on the ground here. The tank on the low ground putting out a significant amount of damage. And it looks like WhiteNinja's trying to find the angle to come in here. He does not have the army advantage. He doesn't have the positional advantage. I feel like he goes home right here. I feel like he doesn't try to push this fight. Because every shot he takes from a tank, every Colossus he can lose. This one right here, 2 health. There's nothing left. Like two heavily bruised Vikings go in there. They trade for Colossus. Marines are stemming in. Does look like BunnyWillis wants to take this fight. He gets in. The Marauders, the Marines, the Vikings target firing down on those Colossus. He's losing significant portions of his army. The army count 38 to 88 is continuing to melt. Another set of Colossus. I'm about to say another Colossus about to go down. He's actually target firing the one farthest away. He gets to one closer. 34 to 90, and most of that army is back home. This poor Colossus, they're trying to chase him out. A stim and a sneeze, and this thing falls. He really wants to get that BunnyWillis, does not want to have to deal with that. And we've done kind of a hard reset here. Right, once you take these really expensive robo units, and there he goes, that last Colossus goes down. BunnyWillis is in the base with Marines, with Marauders, with a very scary army. The amount of DPS and the amount of firepower coming out right now is absolutely disgusting. The Phoenixes actually alive because the target fire is on the building. There's the GG. BunnyWillis takes game number 3. Woo. BunnyWillis takes the first 3 games in a best of 7. BunnyWillis has to only win 1 more out of the next 4 games, and he takes home. Well, I guess I'd say he takes home $70, $72. This is the perfect moment to talk about the prize pool, Matcherino, Tom's wallet. Both of these things have greatly contributed to our prize pool. $121 right now, and the payout is $72.60 for the winner. And BunnyWillis is postured to take it home. WhiteNinja has to win the next 4 games. He cannot drop a map. And that's looking like a very difficult thing to do with the kind of play we've seen out of BunnyWillis so far behind. Taking a quick look, I'm going to give a quick shout out to some of our big donators. Sean or Ultralist drops $40 through the proxy that is Tech4. Thank you, Sean, for the huge boost in our prize pool. Tio McDowell with $10. Purge with $5.50. Toast with $2.50. And, of course, Shazam's wallet, $50.50. Make all this possible. This is a lot of love from a lot of fantastic people. I can't thank you all enough for everything you've done to make this possible. But let's not keep you in suspense any longer. We're going to get ourselves into game number 4. I'll see you in game. Ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom right-hand corner, the pink Protoss, it is WhiteNinja. His opponent, In the top left-hand corner, the blue Terran, the monster. It is BunnyWillis. This is Season 15 of the All-Invitational, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in for the Grand Finals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking it off with a probe on the other side of the map. It's like first thing you look for, right? Where's the barracks? Is it there? What do I have to contend with? And how much of a shitter can I be as he almost takes out that SCV? 5 health left, forcing it to stop building and retreat back. Actually, this probe can just dive now. He can absolutely just dive on this SCV. I think he sneezes. I think probes do 5 damage, right? Okay, no, it does look like they're going to repair the SCV to keep it alive. That way it can't be sneezed to death. This probe here, almost a hero. He gets out of there. I love these little cheeky worker battles. All the probe has to do is let his shields do the talking. And with a little bit of harassment, with as knowing as this probe has been, BunnyWillis pulls a second SCV to get to the middle of this fight. Or I guess pulls it to build the natural, but you know, gets in the middle, plays those games for a little bit. It's always that back and forth early game micro. It's a lot of fun. You'll never see a probe, you know, microed this well or with this much attention past like the 3-minute mark, because at that point you have much more important things on the battlefield. Maybe at the 3-minute mark when you're dealing with Reapers and Oracles. Right, but this is definitely some early game fantastic stuff happening right now. All right, taking a quick look around here. We have a Reaper fast expand here for BunnyWillis. Reaper's moving his way across the map now. Back home, we have some Stalkers. A Stalker first out of WhiteNinja. We've seen a lot of Stalkers out of WhiteNinja. And as I understand it, that typically denotes no Stargate. But almost every single round we've had WhiteNinja go, Stalker into Stargate into Phoenix and try to play that Blink Phoenix game. And there we have that Stargate coming out of WhiteNinja right away. So it does look like he's trying to get this strategy to work. This is his plan. This is his plan for BunnyWillis, and he's not quite found the right moment to do it. Now, as a comparison, BunnyWillis has shown up at WhiteNinja's front door each game with a different composition, whether it's heavy Cyclone, heavy Tank, or heavy Widowmine. We've had 3 completely unique games. So what we're getting out of him this time looks like some Cyclones. Looks like some Marines. Actually, a fair number of Marines. Some good micro there, pushing back that Stalker. Marines meeting him at the front door. Good position there as he's working on a bunker. Now, Stalker's being super aggressive on this side of the map now. WhiteNinja trying to get something done. Now, Stalkers are a good early game unit, but their attacks are slow, and you don't want to rely on them too heavily. So, look, WhiteNinja wants to make this a mid-game fight, and what he's doing is he's shaving off. As long as he doesn't lose these Stalkers, he's doing a great job of shaving off, that Marine count. But that Cyclone, on the map now, he's really got to get away. Stalkers, it's a whole nother story now that the Cyclone's here. It does look like this chase is on the way. There's the lock on, and we're going to lose that Stalker. All right, so already, WhiteNinja trying to get a little bit of damage done, but being outmaneuvered by BunnyWillis, just showing I wouldn't say another tier of micro, just some better decision-making early on. It does look like BunnyWillis going into tanks, going into Vikings, and this play is very reminiscent of what we're seeing a lot of emergent Terrans do. It's very aggressive. It's at your opponent's base, trying to knock down the door with your very specific units. The Cyclone here getting the Oracle. And that is a great catch there. Unfortunate there for WhiteNinja, trying to get in and get some damage done. But with Cyclones on the map, with the Vikings on the map, that's going to be a very hard thing to push into. But this Terran style here, just being aggressive, locking down, you're not just locking down with a lot of firepower, you're locking down with a specific kind of firepower. Tanks, they have a weakness, right? But they shoot great amounts of damage at range and in an AoE format. But if you just send one zealot, if you get one zealot on top of it, right, it's done. So he's taking advantage. Terran taking advantage of their weaknesses and their strengths, and posturing their strengths against their opponents. It looks like we have a map in the middle It looks like BunnyWillis doesn't want to fight this at home. He wants to fight this in the middle of the map. A couple Stalkers coming forward. The Phoenix is getting a couple shots off. As we have kind of this posturing and positioning now. The tank's having to siege up. And it does look like the Cyclone's getting a lock on. The Vikings not quite getting enough damage on the Phoenix. And we have a couple shield batteries here that'll make this at least an interesting fight. That is not a lot for WhiteNinja here. 24 army supply to 31. But, you know, tanks are so valuable in this fight. It looks like he's trying to dive forward to stop the barracks or the bunker from being built. It does not. He is unable to stop it. The Phoenix coming forward, taking a look, using a lot of that shield battery's energy. BunnyWillis diving on this game, or diving on this position. There's the scan. Siege tank sieged up behind, poking into the shield batteries. This is a very, very tough and difficult to get out of position here. We have 2.5 bunkers up. There it is, the blink coming forward, using the shield batteries, trying to get the damage out, lifting the tanks. The Colossus trying to put down damage, but putting down damage on the bunker. Colossus is actually getting a lot of work done right now. 5 kills to its name, putting out significant amount of damage. The bunkers are starting to fall. There is not enough here. You think with 2 bunkers and all the tanks in position, it would not have fallen, but before you know it, everything in the Terran army is melted. The energy of the shield batteries is gone, and I'm losing my mind with absolute fantastic defense from WhiteNinja as he pushes forward with a counterattack. I thought he was taking damage back home because I saw the SCV loss, and I remember there were SCVs in that push. No, this is all of WhiteNinja's army, and it's making an aggressive push as he takes the third base, as he works on getting more Colossus out on the field. Back home, BunnyWillis is still in a good position. These are still some good units. The Phoenix there, taking a few bruisings from the Marines, but WhiteNinja now not falling. I was certain, almost certain, that was, you know, a game-ending push, but the Colossus comes out, saves the day. The Phoenix gets the lift off. The shield batteries do their work, and we're going to have ourselves a brawl. All right, Phoenix is coming out of the map. Looks like they're going to catch a lone Marine out here. They're in position here to take the third base. The Phoenix is seeing the position of the army. The scan going down. Watching the Protoss retreat. I don't think WhiteNinja wants to engage here. He's been out of the map so long that the army of BunnyWillis had time to build up. This was not a counterattack that was going to go anywhere. Most of the army of BunnyWillis was sitting back at home gathering up. He really wants to push with all this force again. Maybe even play the defender's advantage as BunnyWillis pushes out again, wanting to be this hyper-aggressive Terran. He moves forward with, what's this, 3 tanks, 4 medevacs, Marines, and Marauders. Again, a very scary army composition, especially if it gets synced up. But what we have right now is Thermal Lance is about to finish up. We have 3 Zealots about to melt inside of a Warp Prism. A little bit of miscontrol there, stemming forward to get the Zealots. And there we have the engagement. It's now 3 Colossus. This is another story altogether. Get the lift up on all the tanks. The Marines, the Marauders melting to the beams of the Colossus. Getting under those tanks, going to absolutely finish them off. And that was such a clean defense there by WhiteNinja as he's showing what he's capable of. This is not the BunnyWillis of the last couple games. He's getting bullied. He's getting pushed back. His defenses are absolutely getting melted away. These Phoenixes, getting medevacs, chasing these medevacs all the way home, trying to get him out. There's a drop. He is going to get the medevac out. He might not get all the Marines in it, but that medevac does fall. And now he's at the front door of his opponent. WhiteNinja at the front door with 3 Colossus, a handful of Stalkers, and Phoenix. This is what he's been wanting to play this whole time. We'll see if the engagement works out exactly like he wants to. He's trying to find himself a good position on the other side of the base, away from as many tanks as possible. Gets the lift off on both tanks. Takes a step forward, gets the sentry shield. The tanks are still in the air. There's a GG. Tap out. WhiteNinja takes game number 4. All right, Ninja showing us that Ninja can, and Ninja will. Ooh, that was game number 4. All right, game number 5 is going to take place on year 0. We have ourselves a scrap. This is where WhiteNinja takes the next 4 games and shows us, right, that WhiteNinja can. Reverse sweep. We hear the hype. War Chest XP. Matcherino Code. Bubba Burger. All those fantastic things, guys. Get out there and meet me inside the game. Spawning in the top right-hand side of the map, the pink Protoss, representing all inspiration. It is WhiteNinja. His opponent, the blue Terran, also representing all inspiration. It is BunnyWillis. And this is game number 5, season 15 of the season 15 of the All-Invitational. Words are tough, guys. This is game 5 of the grand finals. It's awesome. We're having a blast, and we're seeing these absolute monsters of all inspiration really carry it home here. We have energy. Raise your hands up. It's time for the spirit bomb. Let me have your energy. As the probe says, there's no barracks. And I look at the minimap, and I say, there's the barracks. All right, so this one is a very forward barracks. We've seen a couple of barracks positions here out of BunnyWillis. This one is way up. It's way up there. And it looks like he's coming right into this position here. We're doing double gas. This is going to be Reapers. It's going to be lots of... maybe lots of Reapers. Maybe one Reaper. You never know with Terran. It's gross. They really could just one Reaper this. Actually, he has to let the SCV out. That first Reaper starts up. It does look like WhiteNinja's going to find it. He's actually not going to see the SCV. That's brilliant. As now it's a proxy factory. He's just going to build his entire base. His entire base outside of his base. Let's get a proxy starport right here. Just all of them. Why not? First Reaper coming out shortly. It is going to be Stalker. Not Stalker first, actually. Zealot first. We did get a quick Zealot out here. He's going to do a pretty good job. He can't block that path with that Zealot, right? But he can definitely be in position to handle it when it jumps up and get a free hit on. And now he's going to play this game where the Zealot never catches up to the Reaper. And the Reaper tries to get as much damage as he can. Now we have a Stalker. Now he really needs to keep this Reaper alive. Everything is in this push. This expansion here, maybe a good call. If he holds this push, that expansion, that quick expansion does him well, but it is going to keep him from putting significant amount. Everything's over here. There's a starport over here. WhiteNinja is expanding right now, and what we're seeing is a proxy starport. It's just a proxy base. 2 Reapers now against a Stalker. I think WhiteNinja holds this. Getting that SCV, getting that kill, preventing the starport from finishing was massive. That starport's been canceled. It's being remade now, but it's being remade at home. The Reapers have to turn around, regain some health. Do we have more Reapers? Do I have another Reaper playing games? No, this Reaper's still here. Okay, so we're about to get to 3 Reapers. And the Stalker, this is Hero Stalker. He gets the SCV kill. He gets a Reaper. No, that's the SCV. He gets the SCV kill. He pushes back the Reaper. There's a Cyclone coming out. So this is Reaper Cyclone, Proxy Reaper Cyclone. And now it's high ground vision. And it's supply block. BunnyWillis is supply blocked. He's making a supply depot. But he's absolutely supply blocked. This poor Stalker, this Hero Stalker is going to receive a medal posthumously for doing a significant amount of damage. The Cyclone here, massively. He changes the game. The Stalker can no longer be the bully. The probes have been pulled, and actually that Stalker has nothing to repair. That Cyclone has nothing to repair it. It's going to have to retreat. The probes being put back in their position. Actually, this barracks is going to land. Is he going to make Reapers, like, right here? You're just going to start making another Reaper? Oh, please just start making Reapers as this Nexus, down at the bottom, under attack here. This Cyclone, really low health, right? The Cyclone, 3 Stalkers now. Oh, is he? He is pushing up Marines now. BunnyWillis here with a second Cyclone, just in a I'd say a greater and greater position. Lifts up that Marine, doesn't come out. He gets the cancel on the Marine. He needs high ground vision. We have a Void Ray now. Turns out that's a good unit to make. And especially with the support of this Stalker, he should be able to crash on the army now, take control again of the battlefield. And this puts WhiteNinja in a pretty good position, having already expanded. It looks like he's going into a Phoenix after this. So we're going to see again that Stalker Phoenix play. The Void Ray was just kind of a great defense. The Viking now joining the fight. Now we don't have the barracks. This is going to be what gives him the vision. That Void Ray though, melting steel beams. He's moving up. I'm loving this Void Ray. I'm loving the Phoenix. The Phoenix gets to lift. You can't run away if you're in the air. Your tread can't move on air. He's actually going to get the Cyclone upgrade. He gets the cancel. He gets all the buildings. Like, that's it. Like, what are the production buildings over here? Okay, so we did start to remake. There's some barracks back over here. He did expand behind this. So, oh, that's disgusting. It's so gross. I expected him to be, a lot more behind, right? So I'm looking over here, and he's got 4 more workers. He's still expanded because he spent so much time delaying the mining of the second base and delaying probes. He still had workers, even with all the aggression on the other side. But what he's not ahead on is army, and his 24 army supply to 8 as WhiteNinja gathers at his front door with the Void Ray, with Phoenixes, with Stalkers. And this could be the game-ending counter push. He comes up here, he dives on with the Phoenix, tries to put some damage down, but there is a missile turret. He's pulled the SCVs, he's trying to repair, he's trying to attack. The Void Ray does fall. The missile turret was too much, but it turns out the missile turrets can't hit Stalkers, and now these Stalkers have free reign to melt the faces of as many SCVs as they can hit before a proper counterattack can be established any second now. No, it does look like he's going to have to pull him. He's got the Liberator in position. That Liberator actually going to fall before we do anything significant. The Stalkers make sure they don't get surrounded by SCVs. They can still fall. There's the GG. WhiteNinja takes game number 5. GG. Woo! We have ourselves a fight in a best of 7. It is now 3-2. They believe, the chat believes in the reverse sweep. The chat believes in WhiteNinja. It's now 3-2, guys. We're going to take ourselves another short break, and we're going to dive in to game number 6. I can't wait. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I'll see you in moments. Hello there, welcome back. I'm Uncommon, and I am uncommonly happy to see you today. We are here with the grand finals of the All-Invitational Season 15. It is BunnyWillis versus WhiteNinja. It is currently 3-2 up in BunnyWillis' favor. So, game number 6. Guys, it's going to be Cyber Forest. We're going to the place where the forests are made of cyber materials with computer chips and wires. I'll see you guys in game. Let me push the button first. Let me push the watch button first. I'll see you guys in game right now. Ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom right-hand corner, the pink Protoss, representing Alteration, currently down 2-3. It is WhiteNinja. His opponent, in the top left-hand corner, the blue Terran, it is BunnyWillis, and you're watching Season 15 Grand Finals of the All-Invitational. Thank you for watching. Let's get into some fantastic StarCraft action. Woo! All right, I'm so hyped. That pump music is so good. I did all that like earlier today, and I was super proud of it. I didn't know it would work out so well. Oh, it times out awesomely. You could show your support and your love. If you love that, hit that follow button. Oh, man. That's good. That is so good. Ah, that just gets me right in the mood for the that's it. Like, I'm just there. I am all in right now, guys. I am all in to this. All in. Hashtag. Okay. Taking a look around the map. We have ourselves a Cybernetics Core. We have ourselves a Nexus. We got some expansions. It looks like we have a standard opening. On all sides, both these players showing a little bit of respect. They're saying, I'm going to let you play your plan. I think that I am the better StarCraft player, so I'm going to let you do you while I do me, and I think that my me is better than you. BunnyWillis opening, following up the Reaper with a Marine, actually. Here we go, I was looking for him. And he was in the base the whole time. He gets no kills, but he gets information. The important thing about this Reaper, as we said it before, is he goes back in and gets information a second time. Alright, that Stalker sits at the top. A little bit of a patrol there. Checks for more Reaper activity. We are going Stargate, so it does look like WhiteNinja has one build that he wants to see through to the end. Now, if you're BunnyWillis at this point, I think you just have to plan to counter this thing. You just have to have counters to Phoenix. You just have to have counters to Blink Stalkers. This is the game you just have to play. You know that this is. I mean, he didn't get up there. I don't think he verified it. Let's check. Make sure I get my buttons right. Stop it. All right. Yep, he did not verify it. He doesn't know there's a starport. He can only assume that he's in starport territory. But I think if you're BunnyWillis, right, you know that this is coming and you prepare for it. You choose your options, right? And in his mind, it's Marines, it's Medivacs, it's Mines, the triple M threat. If you're WhiteNinja, on the other hand, you plan to have something at your front door at about the 5-minute mark, the 5 or the 6-minute mark. Instead, BunnyWillis White Ninja opting to take the aggression. He says, I'm not going to give you a chance to be on my doorstep. I'm going to be on your doorstep. We have a Widow Mine in a great position. And a bunker. That's a fantastic defense at the front door. The range of that bunker, the placement of the Widow Mine is going to prevent anything from actually stopping up the stopping the threat, stopping the buildup of army. And we do have a bit of a drop here. I love this. 2 Widow Mines and 4 Marines find themselves behind a mineral line, can do a lot of damage. So moves across the map. We'll come back to that. Stalkers now getting in position behind. Phoenix is gathering up on the other side of the map, hoping to get some damage done. Lift up a couple probes. More Phoenixes off. This it is. Here it is. The medevac coming in. At a minimum, he's going to get some information. He's going to see the robotics facility. The Stalker's finding himself in a good position to stop this. Having to boost out of that. Dropping Widow Mines. And they will... Ooh. Not even pulled. Not even an attempt to pull. That is 9. That is 10. Oh, back over here. Marines coming down, trying to get more. He's trying to find more. He went right to the natural, dropped the Marines. Medevac boosting away. Is he gutsy enough? Is he going to drop again? No, okay. He's not going to bother there. He's going to pull him away. The Phoenix is being called back in to try to deal with this threat. 4 Marines left, both Widow Mines, getting a massive 9 kills. Two more from the Marines. Those Phoenixes dive in, and those Phoenixes are going to take care of that medevac. The Stalker's coming behind, cleaning up these Marines. He's trying to find a little bit of damage to these Marines that he can. Trying to get a little more bruising down on those Phoenixes, but it does look like, BunnyWillis doing massive amounts of damage. You can see the army, not the armor supply, the worker count. WhiteNinja is down 6. Even with double pro production, trying to catch up. He's down a significant number of workers. The army count also lower. This dive in here, he's still got a Widow Mine. He's still got the bunker at the front door, right? He knew that there was going to be a counterattack. He keeps his defenses in place. He actually moves his Marines down to try to intercept those Phoenixes. Phoenixes trying to come in, dive. They really want to get a Raven or a tank. They don't want to get a Marine, right? They don't want to clash into the Marines. Looks like this Raven is going to get repaired up. He moves into the repair bay. Phoenix is coming in, trying to find a position. That Widow Mine is a money Widow Mine. It has done so much to deter these Phoenixes. Phoenix is trying to dive in again, and we got the repair bay there. He pulls his medevac over. The Phoenix is trying to catch stuff as it comes out. Diving around here. WhiteNinja playing some very dangerous games. Diving in and out. It's a dangerous pack of Marines there. Handful of Widow Mines. Now back home, he is building up Colossus. He's getting Thermal Lance. He's building up that army we've seen him try to execute his PVT with. Widow Mines in fantastic positions. Actually bruise the medevacs a little bit, but get rid of so many Phoenix. What's that? One kill each. One kill each for these hero Widow Mines. The Marines going to scare him off. The Widow Mines are going to reburrow. And while he's doing a good job of keeping the fight on this side of the map for as long as he did, that just means now that BunnyWillis pushes across. He's got Widow Mines, he's got tanks, he's got medevacs, he's got a Raven. He's ready to do the damage. He's ready to set himself into a position. He's using these units. They have weaknesses, but they're always... He's going to position them to use their strength, right? That's a great thing about Terran. It's all positional. It's all circumstance. Do you find the damage you're looking for? Do you find the position you're looking for? He's coming right over to the third base. He's not playing around. He dives right in. He drops the Widow Mines. SCV's even pulled in with this fight. He's got to disable on the Colossus. The Raven disables the Colossus. The Colossus is doing nothing. There was so much juicy AoE there. He missed it, and the SCVs are pulling in. Actually, SCV's soaking up a lot of damage. His Marines find themselves tucked away into the back of the mineral line, going to town with the Colossus. This third base, the entire army of WhiteNinja has absolutely been decimated. It's now just a handful of Phoenixes, and he's just going to move right over to the ramp. I think he just walks up here, right? He walks up. He doesn't have to worry about stemming. He's got one Colossus he's got to deal with. They're living up on the Widow Mine. The Marines move in. They're trying to get some damage on the other side. Putting it down. The Colossus having to step back. 10 probes having melted away in the last few moments. 11. Let's not lose the mouse here. He's going to focus fire the Nexus while the SCVs actually chased at the Colossus, forced it to come back. Hero SCVs giving their lives to deal with the shields of the Colossus. The bottom of the ramp absolutely belongs to BunnyWillis. He's going to close it out. Is he going to close it out? The Colossus backing up. How many kills on this Colossus? 15 kills on this Colossus right now. He is backing into the main base. He's trying to find Sanctuary. The Marines, they don't have to deal with it. They come down, they start depowering pylons. Another Colossus jumps out. It is double Double Colossus putting down so many beams. Marines marching from the other side of the map here. One Colossus on the left hand goes down. The one on the right is so bruised. Trying to get those pylons reestablished. The Marines coming forward, continuing to fire their shots at tanks in an excellent position. Probes get pulled to take out the tank. They get right on top of it. There's the GG, and BunnyWillis takes the All-Invitational. Season 15 Grand Finals. GG. Oh, that feels good. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, hype, keep the energy alive. I'm hitting the music. Season 15, I need like a, next time, Tom, I'm asking for like a popper so I can just pop confetti. Woo! Absolutely cleaned it up that time. BunnyWillis, every single game where he won, it was clean, it was decisive, it was a little disgusting as he moves up the ramp, positions across on the bottoms and the tops, and in the left and the right and the flanks, and he absolutely mutilates anything Protoss has to hand him. We just closed out a fantastic series of games. BunnyWillis walks away with his share of the $121 prize pool. His payout is currently $72.60. If you're here now and you haven't put a code in, do it. Because that's it. That's the end. We've done it. We've made it through all of Season 15. I tell you, we started cashing 4 or 5 hours at a time at the beginning of the group stages, and we made it. We survived. We clawed our way through, and we survived to this moment here where we got to watch BunnyWillis take it 4-2, closing out WhiteNinja in Cyber Forest with an excellently timed push. GG. All around. Absolutely fantastic play from both of you. I want to thank Tom Shazam for putting this on. He does a lot of work in the background. He's very busy with all the tournaments, the spreadsheets, giving me all the info. He does a little cheat sheet to remind me every game that, you know, who won, who climbed up the bracket, who's played who before. So thank you for the analysis on making this show fantastic. All these are going to be available on YouTube if you want to capture any of them later on, if you want to take a look at the fantastic play of all these players. And you look at me. I can see you now. You're looking at me, and you're saying, uncommon. How can I play in the next All-Invitational, and when is it going to be? Well, bug Tom, because I don't really have that answer. It's going to come, and you need to play, and we're going to do Matcherino, and there's going to be prizes, and we're going to cast it. All of it. Just like we did this time, and the next time, and the next time after that. It's all going to be here. And it's fantastic, and it's a great bunch of StarCraft. Again, thank Tech4 for, you know, running the show. If you don't know, he's Big Boss. He's Big Daddy. And we're all here because Big Daddy runs a great clan. So thank you. And thank the viewers. All of you. All like 17 of you. We're growing. Y'all are all fantastic. So you also look at me, and I can see you right now. Your eyes are piercing me. Your eyes are piercing me, and they're saying, uncommon, I'm not done. I want to watch more StarCraft. Well, let me tell you, I have just what you're looking for. Right after this, I'm going to take another break and dive right back into StarCraft. And we're going to cast the Pizza Pie 2019 Season 1 Tournament 4. Tournament 4. Guys, Pizza Tournament. If you don't know about the Pizza Tournament, right now, you've not been watching the Pylon, because the Pylon is making all Inspiration famous. It's making the Pizza Tournament famous. And we have another Matcherino code for you. Pizza Pie 4. And I'm going to fix my brackets. I'm going to fix all that. We're going to go right into that. That starts in about 10 minutes. It's going to take a little bit for us to follow, find the right players, get into a good game. But we have Pizza Tournament coming up. Stay tuned. Hang out. Watch. If you want to play, you can still sign up. There are still 7 minutes to sign up on the Pizza Tournament. That is going to be at all-inspiration. I mean, I'm just going to give you the link. I'm going to say all-inspiration.challenge.com/. Let's just give you the link, guys. Sign up here, compete here, follow the bracket here. We're going to bring you all the StarCraft action. I'm going to bring it to you with this fantastic rock in my ears, with all the new intros and all the fancy stuff. I'm here for at least, let's look at the bracket. Oh, we're going to be here for at least 2 to 3 more hours, guys. There is so much StarCraft. We have Pyro Reaper competing. We have Sigfried, not to be confused with Siegfried. Riser is going to be in it. Come watch Riser and all the talent he's been building up over at Icybound Esports. We have Game Time. We have Starkiller. We got Nycro. We have Ace Blade. Ace Blade's playing in this, guys. If you're not playing in it, and this Platinum All-In member is playing in it, come on, come play. Just come play. Practice X, Hijinks, Zergberg, they're all here. Come watch. It's a huge bracket. And with that, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to change all my settings and we get ready for this tournament. And I'll see you in just a few moments. Go play some StarCraft. And I actually have to change some screens before I go away. So we're going to awkwardly watch me change some screens. Wait a minute. Boop.